Hi, I'm John Binnie, and I'd love to welcome you to my video today to help you step out of your addictions to fear of lack. Are you concerned that your government, world leaders, politicians, and others in this world are trying to take your money, your liberty and freedom, your rights away? I have good news for you, and that is that together, many of us are choosing to build a new world of love, equality, compassion, of freedom for all. And as we do so, we're doing this from within our very hearts. We don't need to give to anyone else, just focus on ourselves. And know that by healing ourselves, by focusing on our inner work, facing our shadows, feeling and healing them, we are creating from within us, to begin with, a beautiful new world, a higher vibration, happier world. Also know that as we do so, we are co-creating together. We are creating a world with all of our opening hearts, stepping out of this fear, stepping out of this prison that we find ourselves in, and stepping into a beautiful new world of your creation that resonates with your dreams, that helps you support yourself and your loved ones in all of the abundance you could ever need. So perhaps you'd like to join me as we enter this meditation together to help you practice this each day, stepping out of fear and into your love. So please join me as we begin by taking in 3 deep breaths in through the nose, and breathe out what no longer serves our highest good, nice and loud. Breathe in through the nose, and breathe out any fear, shame, anxiety, or pain, nice and loud. And breathe in through the nose, nice and deep. And breathe out any remaining low vibration energy or emotion that no longer serves your highest good, nice and loud. Continue to breathe deeply and calmly. Now focus your attention on the very center of your heart. And from here, extend a cord of light up through the top of your head and reach up into the sky and up into the stars, reaching up higher and higher through the frequencies and dimensions of this universe until you reach the highest dimension of the source of love. There, connecting your light cord into the source of love, feeling that oneness, that unity, that feeling of unconditional love, the feeling of home. Remain connected into source and extend your light cord down through the stars and through the sky, back down to the top of your head and into your heart once more. And as we continue to create this safe space around our hearts, allow your heart to gently soften and open. And now this time, from the center of your heart, extend your light cord downwards, down through the root of your spine and deep into the ground, all the way down through the layers of the planet, going deeper and deeper until you reach the very core of Mother Earth. And there, connecting your light cord into Mother Gaia's crystalline heart. We take this opportunity to send so much love and gratitude to Mother Gaia. Allow her to send her love back. Remain connected to Gaia's heart and extend your light cord back up through the layers of the planet, up through the root of your spine and into your heart once more. And now, together with the light of Source above and Mother Gaia below, expand out your own light to surround you, about 2 meters out to each side, above and below, in front and behind, creating a golden protective bubble as a boundary. And set the intention that only energies and entities, with your permission, with your highest good love and compassion, can see you, access you, or exist within this space or within you. All other energies and entities must leave immediately. Invite into your safe space your guides, your higher self, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Source, and Gaia. And we ask at this time for their guidance, clearing, healing, protection, and assistance with the integration of today's messages and healings. And now, please gently allow your heart to soften and open within this safe space. Each of us individually in our own protective bubbles. You're safe now for this time that you've invested with a clear intention of your safety and protection and strong boundaries. In this space-time continuum, you have created a safe home around you. Feel the strength of this, the divine protection that exists within you and surrounds you. Allow yourself to relax and to feel fully at one and calm with yourself now. And now, through space and time, for all of us that choose to participate in today's meditation, I create a protective bubble around us all. This protective golden bubble has the intention that only energies and entities with our permission, our highest good love and compassion, can see us, access us, or exist within this space or within us. All other energies and entities must leave immediately. Into this safe space, I invite in my guides, my higher self, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Source, and Gaia. And I set the intention for today's meditation to help us step out of our fears, to step out of our addiction and triggering constantly by the fear of what is happening around our world and around our countries, what our world leaders are opposing upon us or imposing upon us. And know that we can now begin to step into our own sovereignty, into our own abundance, our own boundaries and our own free will. And we get to choose what this new world is, both within us and around us with each other. And with these intentions set, I'd like you to join me in beginning to zoom out of this world. We're going to stay deep and rooted into the earth through our hearts and root chakras, as we did at the start, connecting us firmly and securely into the very heart of Mother Gaia. I'd like your body to remain exactly where it is, whether you're sitting, standing, sleeping, whatever you're doing. Allow your body to relax and feel now into the center of your heart. And I'd like you to anchor in your consciousness into your heart, but also to join me on a journey as we take a cord from the center of our hearts, anchored also deep through our root chakras and into earth. We're going to zoom out together. We're going to travel up out to the outside of this world to be able to orbit this planet briefly, to experience what is going on. Please join me as you allow your heart to lift up and to come up out with this light cord out of you all the way up and to extend your consciousness up through the top of your head and reach up through into the sky, looking down and seeing your home below you, or the building you were in, or the vehicle, or wherever you were, as you float up, still anchored into earth, but extending out on your cord as you raise your consciousness all the way up into the sky and reaching up just up into the stars. You're reaching up higher and higher enough now that you can begin to see more and more of the planet below you, until eventually you've reached as far as high up as you need to be able to see this whole planet in its beautiful blue and multicolored sphere. Now look down at Earth, your beautiful home. It's a beautiful home we all share together. And I'd like you to ask one of your spirit guides to join you, for them to come through, float through from the higher dimensions. We invited them, each of us, into our safe space. Invite them now to come and take your hand. Now, as we float above planet Earth, seeing the stars around us and a planet below us, let's start by asking to see lots of the colors and frequencies of the hearts, to feel what it's like across all the hearts across the world at this time. And let's begin with some of those hearts that are living in fear and unhappiness at the lower vibration end of the spectrum, such as all the way down at shame, all those that are suffering, that are anxious, that are fearful. We would like their color of their hearts to begin to shine to us visually in a deeper, darker red, and begin to see these lights, these little red lights across the planet now. See where they're concentrated the most in clusters, in countries, and see where there's very few of them or even none at all. And begin to see that, for example, across the West, there are significant pockets of deep, dark shame and fear, worry about lack, and that this fear energy is a catalyst. It's a catalyst for change. It is a deep unhappiness with both what already exists and also the actions that are being taken upon it, that are beginning to start to challenge this whole world, and see that these changes that are happening across the world are affecting not just the local countries, cities, and towns, but also those across the planet, all the way across this whole world. Every heart affects every other heart. And for those of us that are experiencing this fear, you may also choose to look at your own heart right now, or place your hand on your heart and just feel into, what does that feel like? Do I feel deep, dark, and heavy energy in my heart at this time? Is that how I feel? Is that how I want to continue to feel? And we hold space for all of the beings across the world at this time. We offer no judgment. We offer our love and compassion. We offer a feeling of awareness that we are all sharing this planet together. We all share this same home together. We're all in this together. And we're all going to solve these challenges and problems together. Let us hold space, and by this I mean be aware of and place within a bubble all of the hearts that are struggling in fear right now. And we place them in a bubble. You can choose to either collectively for the whole world at a time, or a little bubble around every single being. And we do so with the intention to not in any way restrict them or impose anything upon them, but to simply be aware of the challenges they face, the shadows they face. For these are reflections of the shadows within us, within each of us. They are the challenges that we also experience ourselves. I'd also like you to see the world leaders themselves, those, especially those that are enacting significant change across our country, our countries, and our world right now. Those leaders are putting themselves in a position of yielding our collective power. We should be aware that they are nothing without us. They are nothing without our delegation of our power to them. It is them that serve us and not the other way around. And I encourage you to remember this, especially as we begin to bring in the lighter lights, the lighter hearts of this planet. So now I ask you to look across this whole planet once more, and this time to visualize all of the hearts that are in love at this time. All of the hearts that are feeling that happy, high vibration, love, gratitude, joy, the upper end of the frequencies of emotions, these higher vibrations. And I encourage you now, with your guide, to help you to look across the world and to feel this, to feel all their beautiful hearts. And can you see that there are far less people that are in this joyful, happy, high vibration, this love energy? And yet there's something very different about their light. It just takes one light, one heart to be in gratitude, in love, to be standing in their own sovereignty and power, to be able to yield a greater power, a greater light, a greater energy. This is not a judgment of what is good or what is bad, but more the observation that the energy of love and gratitude are significantly an order of magnitude higher in frequency and higher in energy than the fear that exists across this planet. This is why many of us who have chosen the path of happiness, love, and gratitude are spread out across this planet. We're all in our perfect place, our perfect home for a reason. You may also experience the contrast if you are such a heart that feels love and joy at this time. The contrast between all your brothers and sisters, all of the beings across the planet at this time. You may see a greater and greater contrast between you and others. And this is okay, because we all get to choose in every single present moment our own energy. And now to have full representation of all the colors and emotions and frequencies, ask your guide to assist you now in showing you across this whole planet all of the lights of all of our hearts, including all of the frequencies of all of us, from our highest vibration to our lowest vibration emotions and everything in between, showing them, lighting them up as colors, as feelings across this whole planet. And now begin to see the beautiful rainbow spectrum of what exists. Yes, there are still significant dark patches of these darker red colors of fear and anxiety and pain and suffering. Can you see that this is changing though? Every time you come back and repeat this meditation, you will observe this continued change For it just takes one heart in literally thousands of others, one heart to step into their love, into their joy, to face their own shadows of fear, anxiety, pain, lack, to regain their boundaries and their sovereignty, to step back into their hearts. And how is all this possible? Well, let me show you now. Remember at the start, we created a protective golden bubble around each of us. That same bubble still exists around you right now, around each of us individually. And so, as we also at the start informed our hearts, you're safe now, it's okay to open up. So allow your heart to gently soften and open. Imagine your heart as a beautiful rose. It's opening now, it's flowering, it's blossoming. And it's allowing the energy of the sun to flow into your heart, to warm you up. And it's casting a light onto all your shadows, knowing that all your shadows are simply part of you, the darker parts of you that you hide from yourself and hide from others. And know that all these aspects of you deserve your love. They all deserve a light. Not everything that's broken within you needs to be fixed, but it does crave your light and it craves your love. So send this light now as you allow the energy of the sun and the source light that flows through it, this love energy to illuminate your whole heart, gently warming and shining a light on any of your shadows. And as you do so, extend gratitude to the source of love, to the sun, and to the earth. Extend your gratitude for yourself, for taking the time to invest in your own happiness and health. And also allow yourself to extend gratitude to every being across this planet, even those who choose to perpetrate against us these feelings of fear and lack and taking away our freedom. These are beautiful experiences that you're having right now, and they are made possible by the circumstances that we find ourselves in. And as you look across this whole world, also bring to your attention that there are many of us that are living in fear or are in moments of being triggered by fear, that it's also time for us to let go of this fear. There's nothing wrong with feeling fear. It's okay to feel it. It helps us bring attention to the things that need our attention. It brings our attention to the shadows within us. Allow yourself to see the light shining of your own love upon these fears, upon these shadows within you. And now reflect on everything that you do each day. Perhaps you'll be reflecting on the tasks ahead of you for the rest of today or tomorrow. And within your heart, feel into the things that bring you the most joy. Perhaps there's more things that would bring you more joy in that day. For example, smiling more, dancing in your kitchen to your favorite music, taking time to walk out in nature, having a long bath, rest, or nap, having a longer sleep, playing with your hobbies, sports, spending time with your loved ones. Whatever your passions are, allow yourself to remember how important these are for developing your own self-love and self-care. As you continue to connect with these feelings, these happy, high vibration feelings, contrast this also with what in your day and in your life would you like to release. Is it a job? Is it a partner that you have in your life? A friend? Is it the place you live? Is it your addictions? Is it something in your life that you're ready, just about ready to let go of? Perhaps you'd like to release it now. Perhaps you'd like to let go of your addiction to fear. to constantly wanting to checking the news, to checking to see what others are doing against you, to harm you, to hurt you. Perhaps you'd like to let go of this now. And it's okay to have awareness of what's going on around you, but to no longer succumb to the programs of fear perpetrated against you. For fear only serves to tighten up our hearts, to close our hearts to ourselves and to each other. Our fear grips us and blocks us and stops us developing our own abilities, our superpowers, across every dimension of us. So bring your attention back to your heart, your big, beautiful, flowering, blossoming heart. And say out loud, yes or no, do you choose a heart of love? Do you choose an open heart? Do you choose to acknowledge your fears and yet be brave and rise above them? Do you choose to co-create with me a beautiful love, a new world of freedom, equality, compassion, forgiveness, and unconditional love for all? Thank you. You get to choose. You get to choose. Remembering this feeling in your heart, this open feeling, this feeling of freedom, a feeling that you are part of this new world, that you're creating it. Just spending these 30 minutes together with me, focusing our energy together, focusing on our own hearts. Begin to see now how it's changing this world. Perhaps look down at your body, down where it's residing, back in your home or wherever you were when you started this meditation. Look at the light that's in your physical heart now, and look at how that light is affecting every living thing for quite some considerable distance and radius around you. Your love is helping raise the vibration of so many hearts in the surrounding area. This is always your choice to make. It is always your opportunity to be able to create this love, energy, and affect many. Please hold this feeling in your heart as you join me now, as we thank our guides and descend our consciousness on our cord that we connected into our heart. Bring it down now through from the stars and through the sky, back down through the top of your head and back down into your body. And come back into this moment, back into your body, where you first started this adventure together. Feel your heart and encourage your heart by touching it with your hand and asking, heart, please fully come back into me, into my body. And you can relax once more as the whole of you has become one of you again. So I'd like to bring our session to an end and know that you can come back here whenever you wish. I'd like to thank our guides, our higher selves, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Source, and Gaia, and every soul that's participated in today's session. And we send so much love across this whole world to all the souls that choose to receive our light and our love. We encourage every heart to do their work on themselves, to help them open up and step out of their fear and into love. In this unity and this co-created new world opportunity we have together. So I now ask us all to step outside of the protective bubble that I created at the start, and you can remain in your individual protective bubble as I close the session down and return to source or never return here again. Please get plenty of rest and drink as much water as it feels right for you. Thank you so much for joining me in today's meditation. I encourage you to practice this often, to develop your own meditation practice each day, to feel its benefits of relaxation, Even if you're doing this while you're sleeping, know that you're working hard to help yourself. And by helping yourself, you help this whole planet. Thank you so much, dear soul. I'm sending my love from Scotland. I love you.